Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to what I think is going to be our end of year roundup, our recap of the year. This should be going out on Christmas Eve or maybe even the day before, I'm not sure yet, depends how quickly it takes me to edit it. I wanted to say from the outset with this video that a lot of this wouldn't be possible without you guys watching. There's a lot of motivation for us to do this, knowing that you guys are enjoying what we do. So first of all, from me and Ewan, thank you for your support over this year and previous years, and hopefully going forwards into next year. We do get a lot of comments from yourselves about what you think we should be doing or not doing, what we should be doing going forwards. So it's all greatly appreciated, and as I said, thank you for your support. I've got a little bit of a list here of things that I wanted to talk about and mention, and things that we've done this year, and milestones and achievements and stuff like that. So going back right to the beginning of the year, can you remember what the first thing was? The first sort of real thing that was new? You probably can't remember, can you?
I remember what we've done this year, I just can't remember what was first.
So one of the first things that we did video wise for you guys was the Arrows Hawks, which I don't know if you've ever seen. There's one just here. It was a bit of an impulse buy because they were on an offer. You were a bit surprised that I actually bought them or got them.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going to get them.
But they've been great fun. A chuckleback aeroplane is the most relaxing jet I've ever flown. All the things that I'm going to speak about just now, I'm probably going to put a link up in the corner so you can go and have a watch of those videos if you wish, if you're bored at some point. So yeah, the Hawks, they've been good. One of them we've had to repair.
Yep.
So there's a slight mishap at the field with one of them, and we had to replace the wing on your one because
I spilled petrol on it.
So Ewan found out that petrol and foam don't mix, and it cost a new wing. But it's one of those things, he's now learnt a lesson. One of the other, the next things that we did was I can't know if it was we got it flying or we actually got it flying well, but the next video that I sort of saw in the list was the Morris 40. Now we've flown it a lot.
Yeah, I've flown it a lot.
And you really enjoy flying it, don't you? For the type of model it is, how did you describe it?
An F3A model on steroids.
An F3A model on steroids. I would say it flies on rails, which it does. It's fast, but it's stable, and it can be flown slowly as well. So yeah, the Morris is one of the models that we have as a go-to model for ourselves. This particular one now is showing its age a little bit. We need to give it a bit of TLC, but it's still flying fine. It's one of the things we're going to be doing hopefully over this winter. I've just noticed the trim's coming off it.
Yeah, I know.
Why is the trim coming off?
Because it's on.
So that's going to have to be stuck back down again. Yeah. So the Morris 40, great aeroplane. We've got the 25 as well. You are currently building two of them.
Yep.
For electric power. One for yourself, one for a customer. And we've got the other IC one up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Again, it's a go-to aeroplane that we fly quite regularly when we can get out flying. I'll come on to that in a little bit. Diesel glider. That was another one which we've had good fun with.
What, the red one?
Yeah. So the diesel glider, again, it's hanging up there just now. I got it years ago now.
Yeah, when Martin Thompson was selling things.
Yeah, when Martin Thompson, if you're watching this, Martin, still thanks. When Martin Thompson was doing a lot of second-hand trading, we got that from him. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was like 20 quid or something.
Yeah, I think it was 25. I'd receive a battery go.
Yeah. It had a DC Sabre in the front, and it was never really that powerful, was it? So we took that engine out, and it's now got a PAW 1.5 in the front, and it goes a hell of a lot better. Now I think the flight in the video which you're going to see wasn't the best one because the tuning was wrong.
It was probably the worst flight I've ever done with it.
Yeah, but I've had an hour-long flight with it, I think, before, when I got the tuning right. So hopefully we can get that one out again soon, because we've now found a source of diesel and we've got plenty of it here. After the diesel glider, can you remember what the next thing was?
I'm gonna guess it's a thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to interrupt you. You guys might be able to hear some banging and whatnot going on just now. The weather outside is absolutely horrendous right now. We're in the middle of some name storm. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really blowing a gale outside. So if you can hear banging in the background, there's stuff even moving over there on the inside from the wind.
Black?
Yeah. So yeah, going back to my list. The Thing 1.5, we got those kits sorted out. They've gone down really well. They fly just as well as the smaller 1 meter. If anything, they're slightly different in that they're more stable.
They're more stable, don't fly as quick, but I think they're more fun. Because everything's slower, it's just, I don't know how to describe it, it's just more fun and relaxing.
Yeah. And they do fly really well, because like all of the SAS models, they were originally designed as slope soarers, so they glide really well. And at the time of filming, we've got an electric one over here that basically is covered. And then once that one's done and we're happy with it, we should be able to then offer the 1.5 meter kit as an electric option. It has taken a long time to do, as with anything that we're trying to achieve here. But it's an aeroplane that flies really well. We've now got 2 of them flying.
1.5.
Yeah. We've got the ice. We've got 3. We've got the IC. We will have the electric, and we've got a glider one up here. But again, the video for the powered one is in the corner. That one is flying on a really low powered 18 or 15? 15. But it shows what can be achieved with very little power.
And it's still more than enough power.
Oh yeah, it's more than enough power for relaxed flying around. But we might have, there's something happening in the background that we might be changing that engine out for a different engine. But we need to wait and see on that. If it does happen, it'd be something interesting that we'll be able to bring you guys. And it might totally change that model for the better. I was away at work for a period of time, and Ewan said, I'm bored. What can I do? Can I refurbish the Zaggies? Now the Zaggies, if you don't know what they are, they were made, well, certainly the one I've got, probably 25 years ago, and sold in the UK here by a company called J. Perkins. As I said, mine's probably 25 years old. It's been refurbished God knows how many times. And you were just bored and wanted something to do, didn't you? So you stripped them down, refurbished them, and we got them flying again. And
then smash my into it?
Yeah, but you rebuilt it though. They're almost indestructible.
I rebuilt it at the flying field.
Yeah. And again, they're great airplanes. If you ever get a chance to pick up a Zaggy SI, as they're called, the powered ones, get one. They originally flew on a brushed 400 size motor on 7 subsea, what are they, 2/3 C packs. But we fly them now from 2200, 3S lipos, some brushless motor that I don't know what it is. But it's been in there since I've got the kit. It was one of the early brushless motors, an in-runner. And they're just great fun, and they take a pounding as well. I mean, even in this weather now, that would be the sort of airplane I'd go and fly. We're not going flying because the weather's really quite bad. But if you did happen to want to go out flying, that's the sort of thing I'd take out. What do we have after that? Oh yeah, the Raiders. This was something that came about from a bit of boredom, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were talking, well, amongst ourselves, but also a couple of club mates, and we're looking for a club build, something that anybody could build and anybody could fly, and that was cheap and fun. That was the whole criteria. It started off looking for something for a Cox 049. because everybody's got Cox 049s. So in the end, we ended up going for electric and a flying plank, basically. Now the downside is, we found that yes, they're great fun, easy to fly, easy to build, easy to repair, but they can be tricky to fly. Mine on launch goes off sideways for some reason. I don't know quite why.
Yeah.
And a couple of people found that it was a bit beyond them, so we never really got going, did it?
Yeah, they have their quirks.
Yeah. So I suspect what we'll do is we'll fly them to death, but we probably won't build more of them. We've got one up there half built.
Yeah.
There's like a backup airframe. Yeah, that's the wind trying to come in. Sorry, you were saying?
If anyone ever says they want one, then they can have that one.
Yeah, we can. I can always get more made. I did them as a batch of 10. If you like what you see in the video up in the corner, I can get some more made. That's not a problem. Or if your club wants a batch done, just let me know. I said they worked out something like 25 quid. I'm just watching that whole garage door moving as well.
Yeah, that sounds to know as well.
That's a bit disconcerting.
It looks like something to get to a strong bit of
Yeah, sorry, Raiders. If you're looking for Raiders, I can get them made up, but it's not something I'm going to keep as stock. But they're good fun, destructible, repairable, and we've got all the hardware for them, I think.
And they fly with holes in them.
Yes, they do fly with holes in them. Not big holes, but some holes.
It's a pretty big hole.
Another aeroplane that Ewan got sorted out, again while I was away at work at some point this year, was his Glenn's cap, and that was gifted to you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, from now at least 5 years ago, and it sat waiting. New refurbed it, got it all going, flown it 3, 4, 5 times now. Not many.
I've flown it more. Flew it. It would have been 8 times because I flew it 3 times when you were away.
Right. Okay. But that's what there's an I-62 in the front. I think it still needs more running to like clean it out and maybe even a new carb kit.
I think it needs a new carb kit and a different prop.
Yeah, it might need a different prop, but we'll see. We can experiment with that. But yeah, again, the video for that, the maiden flight, is up in the corner.
I think you've got the flight after the maiden.
I can't remember.
Dunno.
No, I can't. I'll put the link up here anyway. Flightline Spitfires. This came about. There's good and bad things about this, and he's laughing because he knows what's coming. There was 3 of these in the club, or 4. I think there might have been 4, but we only got 3 together at the same time. One of the other club members wanted to try and get a missing man formation videoed. So we did a lot of flying, a lot of footage, a lot of editing to try and get a decent video put together, which again is up in the corner. But off camera, some idiot managed to fly theirs into the telephone wire at the end of the runway and basically wrote the damn thing off. It's now hanging up there, waiting for a rainy day where said idiot has got the enthusiasm to go and put it back together again. Because it was a great day of flying, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably won't be the said idiot that gets it.
Well, we'll see.
Together.
It was a great day of flying, only marred by that. It's not the mould being broken that annoyed me. It was the 6S battery getting squished and having to be binned that annoyed me. Because obviously they're not cheap. But it's one of those things. I think the damage would have been a lot more if it had been a wooden model rather than a foamy.
Oh yeah, it would have been bin bag job.
Yeah. I mean, the wing is totally fine, I think.
I think it had a scratch on it.
The fuselage could probably be all pulled back together. The hardest bit is going to be getting the paint sorted out. I need to check, see if the motor's alright. All the expensive bits from the front are in a bag somewhere over there.
The blood lumps.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of crashes,
I think we need to go back to the same day as the Spitfire. That was the day we smashed the radars into each other.
yeah, but we didn't catch that on film, I don't think.
No, we didn't catch that on film though.
No. So yeah, the Raiders, as you were saying, the same day, we actually had a massive mid-air, almost head-on, I think, between me and you. Yeah. And everything just turned to confetti. Batteries, we spent, what, an hour and a half looking for batteries that just catapulted themselves off the airframe. And we found, well, I certainly found one of them, nowhere near where we thought it was, right on the edge of the runway. But yeah, they do take a pounding, and they've flown since. So yeah, what's coming to was the Mini Delta 2000. Now, this one's been brewing in the background for a long time. The one in the video, my dad built a couple of years ago, and it was the first prototype kit for us to produce the kits. We have got a second kit up here, which is waiting its turn to get built. And it will become a kit that we produce and sell. But in this video,
some cocky idiot.
Well, yeah, just misjudged. I put my hand up. I misjudged it, and there's actually less damage than what I thought there was going to be.
Yes, but it's damage that can't be repaired.
Yeah, it's written the airframe off, but when you watch the video, the airplane's flying really well. It's nose heavy, but it's flying really well. And then I misjudged where the ground was, and it stops instantly. But it's a great aeroplane. We've got some modifications to do to the design to help improve the build, improve the CG. We've actually got an ultimate design, an ultimate modification, which at some point we're going to do.
What, the cup cam?
Yeah. Ewan's referring it to the coke can modification, so if you can figure out what that is, brilliant. But it's not going to happen just yet. But that would give us a totally different aeroplane to fly, yes. I think.
I reckon it'd be better.
Oh, it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be literally a pocket rocket.
Yeah.
But we would have to seriously strengthen the airframe, I think.
Probably glass it.
Yeah, we would glass it. But that's a long way off. That's not going to be happening just yet. Excuse me. So that was an eventful flight. I'm not disappointed that it happened. I'm annoyed, but not disappointed.
I'm disappointed because I didn't get to fly it.
You flew it before? You flew it down at Pop?
Yeah, but not with that engine.
No. So yeah, we're going to build another one now, which again shouldn't take too long to do, but lots of other things on our plate. Which brings us on to the next subject of the latter part of this year, where you took the notion to learn to fly helicopters. And up there for a long time, I had a Raptor 50, a T-Rex 600 FBL, and a little Mini Titan sitting there from years ago. And one thing led to another, and we've now got the Raptor 50, Raptor 50 Titan, the T-Rex, 1.5 Raptor 30s.
1 and 3/4.
There's another half one up there, and a Raptor 90. A good handful of little 450 size helicopters, possibly even another one coming at some point. And you still haven't flown one yet.
And the Robo Shuttle.
Oh yeah, we got the Robo Shuttle as well. Where's that just gone? Anyway, don't need that. Got the Robo Shuttle Plus. So I've got back into flying my Raptor 50, and we've been going through your 30, and that is just about now ready to fly. We literally put the battery back in it, range check it, and when the weather allows us to, get out, run it up, tune it, do test hops, to a stage where I'm happy with it, and I can give Ewan the controls and he can start to learn to fly. We will, those videos have been seemingly quite popular. We will do the series on the Shuttle Plus, because that's now, I think, a vintage or a retro helicopter, and possibly even the Titan refurb, check over, getting that flying, because people seem to have liked those videos. If you have, let us know, comment on this one or those videos, as to what you think we should be filming or bringing to you. I mean, helicopters are a bit different to what we've been doing.
Yeah, for the last 8 years.
Yeah, helicopters are new to this channel. I've done helicopters a lot before, but not on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I think your journey with learning to fly helicopters, I think would be a good one for YouTube. And for me, I want to document Ewan's progression and learning. And I think you do as well, to an extent, don't you?
Yeah, I just want to look back and see how crap I was in however many years' time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If that's the way you want to word it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that brings us almost up to date. And I can't think of anything else particular. I wanted Ewan to get flying the helicopter before this video, but various things haven't allowed it.
The main thing being weather.
Yeah, I was going to say, predominantly the weather has been absolute crap. And it's just not allowed us to get out. There's been a lot of other things going on as well, but it's been predominantly the weather that's not allowed it more than anything. So, but yeah, moving forwards. What else has been going on this year? Well, you've probably noticed that the video consistency, for want of a better word, has not been there. We haven't had a video going out every week. Numerous reasons for that. The first being I've been away at work a lot and I can't film stuff here when I'm away at work. When I have been here, you've been doing your builds, your customer builds, which from my point of view is not something I want to film and put onto YouTube. And that takes up a lot of space where we can't be doing other stuff, which is fine. I've been trying to get on and do prototype building for the Ace and the Starjets, which I'll come back to in a moment, which again, that's taking up time and space. But we've also had a lot of personal stuff going on. Back in August, my dad was very ill and he's had a roller coaster of a ride since. On Halloween, a very good friend of mine, Ewan's, sadly passed away, and that's kind of rocked the boat quite a lot.
Yeah.
At some point, I don't know when yet, but at some point I've got to go and sort out his modelling estate, which is going to be a challenge in itself. We've had other family things going on as well, which I don't need to go into details about just now, but it's meant that we haven't been able to be out here as often. Plus, there's been a lot of things that, I don't know about you, but have knocked my enthusiasm for doing stuff. I just had a lot of can't be arseness.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, oh, it's wet and all wet, so I can't be bothered going to the garage, or my mind just wasn't in it.
Well, one of the issues I had is not being able to get out flying enough to have the enthusiasm to go make things fly. It's like, even if I make it, it sits there for like the whole year, and then I don't want to do any more on it.
Yeah. There hasn't been that continuity of flying.
Yeah.
Because of the weather, to be able to get out and have the motivation to do it. And we can't help that. It's just the way it is. But if we can do our best when we can to get out and fly and keep that oh, why can't you speak, Nick? Motivation going, we will.
Good. Because for me, the thing that gave me the most motivation this year was down on the beach flying my Dharma.
Yeah.
Just because I enjoyed seeing the dog chase it around.
Yeah. We didn't film that because I was away at work.
Yeah.
If I remember, I'll put the picture up that I got of it in here. That though leads me on to a little bit of something that's happening in the background. We're working on a little project, which I can't see it being even happening in 25. But there's a couple of designs we're working on, and they're basically just hand drawings at the moment. There's nothing constructive.
I'd say they're squiggly lines at the moment.
Yeah, it's not even a fag packet drawing at the moment, but it's ideas and what we're writing down. It's something I'd thought of a long time ago, but I didn't know if it was possible, and I think it is now. So we're just trying to work towards producing the thing that we're talking about, and hopefully we can bring it to you at some point sooner rather than later, even if it's just a prototype, to see what you think. There's some dunes near us which I want to try and fly off, which I haven't actually been to.
Want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this could be the model that allows us to do that easily. So that's something that's being worked on in the background. I mentioned the Star Jets and the Aces. The Star, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but sort of camera, I've got the prototype powered Star Jet. Excuse me. That's part built. I've got the first IC powered Ace, SAS Ace over there, part built. I've got the glider version, part built. And all of these need done. They need time thrown at them and motivation, enthusiasm to get them done. And they'll be put out as kits. The Ace, right from day one, I want it to be the beginner's aeroplane, and I want to make the instructions and the support for it as idiot proof as possible, so that anybody can build one and not have problems. So in trying to achieve that, I've been photographing things, I've been videoing things to try and say, this is how you do it. Glue A to B and then C to, all the steps to make it as easy as possible. And that's taking time because I want to try and lay it out nicely and everything else. But it also helps, it would help if we had the motivation to do it, If we went out and had a solid day's flying today, we'd have a lot more motivation to be like, right, let's get something done. I'm sure.
Yeah, because the issue I've got is I enjoy doing modelling, but I don't enjoy it just sitting there doing nothing. So it's like, for example, I've wanted to get my beast flying for however many years now.
Yeah.
But even once it's ready to go, it's going to get wheeled back over there and wait until we've got the weather to go fly it.
Yeah. So, there's lots of things going on. What I might actually do, given that the bench is relatively clear just now, is after this filming is done, I might actually do a bit more gluing on the Star Jets and Aces.
Yeah.
Just to say that I've done something. So that's where the kit development's going just now. If you do have any questions about the SAS kits or any other kits that we're looking at, let us know, either in here or send us a message or an email. I do try and reply to all of them as quickly as possible. There's lots of ideas being bounded about just now, but again, they all take time and working full time and everything else. I can't dedicate huge amounts of time just to modelling. We've also got another project going on outside modelling, which is taking up a lot of time just now, but could be good if it comes off. On top of all this as well, one of the clubs that we're a member of, we've lost our flying field. The landowners have changed and the new landowners don't want us there.
Which isn't too much of a problem.
It's not too much of a problem now. It was initially a big problem because we didn't know where we were going to go. But to give them their due, a couple of members of the club have found a site. It's a little bit further away. It's another 20 minutes further away from us. And it's a blank canvas, but it's a big open field,
flat field,
relatively flat. We've been out and marked out the runway and the pitch and everything else, and the runway is going to be, well, it's marked out just now 140 meters by 20, and it looks blooming enormous. It really does. But I don't know if that's because of
what
we've been used to flying off being that small, or it is just a lot bigger. So as I said, we're just before Christmas filming this. It's going to be months before we can actually fly off that properly.
Yes,
but it's going to be worth the wait.
Yeah, if it gets done properly.
Yeah, it will get done properly. It's just going to take the time to do it.
Yeah.
We've got to create an access road into it, or a trackway, which again isn't difficult. It's just time and money to do it. But we have got the advantage of we've got another club we can fly at if there's weather to go and fly. So yeah, things are changing, things are moving. This new club site that we're looking at, we'll be able to fly bigger models more often, which I think would be good.
Yes.
We've got a lot of aeroplanes that we have had hung up for a long time. that need to see the light of day and get flying again.
And I think if we did have the bigger field, they would have the motivation to get bigger planes ready to go more often.
Yeah, oh certainly.
Because that was one of the reasons for putting my cap back up, is that it was difficult to land in the runway because it took up the whole runway.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the length though, it was the width more than anything. That was the biggest issue.
Obviously it was doable, but it had to touch down at one end and then take the whole runway to slow down.
Yeah.
And if you misjudged it slightly, you're off the runway.
Yeah. But I said we've got a bigger runway there now. And it should be, the whole site should allow us to fly a wider range of models on a more regular basis. I mean, I'm looking around here just now, we've got loads of aeroplanes up there loads of aeroplanes that I want to get finished and flying, and ones that already there. Even your XL, for example.
I don't really count that because that can fly anywhere.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that we could fly that with a new 26 in it.
That's a video idea.
For the twin.
How to run in engines.
Well, yeah, possibly. I've just remembered why that's banging.
No, that's not why.
No, I do remember why it's not banging.
Why it's not banging?
No, I do. I know why it's banging.
Why?
Because I do. One thing I was going to say to you guys watching this is there anything that you want to see more of? Somebody said on one of the comments they wanted to see more engines being run and played with. Is that something you want to see? Because that's almost something you could do while I'm away at work.
And I can even do big engines as well.
Yeah.
Or biggest engines we've got.
Yeah. And if there's something that you can do and film and you want to see when I'm away at work, brilliant. Because that means it's going to be productive all round.
Yep.
As long as you film in the right quality. That's one of the biggest problems you've had. You don't put your phone on the right setting, do you?
No, the issue I've got is that it changes back by itself. I've gone into settings and put on permanently 60
HD60.
60, and then as soon as I come off camera, it changes back to HD 30.
Yeah, so you just need to check before you start filming that you're in the right setting. Yeah. But anyway, that's a minor thing for us to worry about.
No, but even if I record and then scrap that record and start again, it goes back to 30.
Yes, but you've got to check every time you do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's lots of things that we can do. I haven't at the moment set any goals or achievements for 2025. Maybe you could suggest something that we could say, right, we're going to do that.
I have.
What?
Fly that and fly that.
You want to fly the Beast and the Meister?
Yep.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can achieve that.
Well, as I've very kindly given you a receiver for it.
Well, we haven't done so yet. So that could be something that we film, is getting that readied again and set up.
Yeah.
One thing that I have been talking about for a long time that I want to do is have NJR modelling as a trade stand at a show. Now, at the moment, with my work, I can't plan anything.
Yep.
That's the biggest problem. Yep. Can't plan anything. Plus, obviously, there's a cost involved. I think I worked it out. It was going to cost us something like £1,000 before we'd even left home to attend the show. That'd be like hiring a van, getting all the equipment to have a tray stand, all the, what do you call it?
Gazebo.
The gazebo type thing and whatnot. Yeah, there'd be a lot of one-off costs, but it's still a cost that we'd have to fork out. And if there's still the off chance that we can't go because my work says, oh, we need you to do this, it's almost money thrown away.
Yeah.
So, yes, we want to do it. Are we planning to do it? Not exactly. Are we going to be happy if it comes off? Yes.
But I think the show, if it happens, the show it will probably be Wood Springs because of when it is.
Yeah. It would be Wood Springs, I suspect, would be the one that we go to start with, which is probably the furthest away show from us. 7-hour drive, 7.5 hours each way.
I think it was 8.5 last time because of traffic, but
yeah, let's say round figures 8 hours each way. It's a long weekend.
But for me personally, it's probably one of the best shows I've ever been at.
Yeah, it is a really good show. It's a friendly show.
Yeah.
So if you haven't been to Woodsprings and you're in the UK, if you can, get down there, go and support the Woodspring Wings Club. The atmosphere is brilliant of an evening. You know, the entertainment they put on, just people having fun. You know, it's a great environment. So yeah, that's basically this year wrapped up. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to the idea of next year. I'm looking forward to getting more stuff done.
Yep.
Getting new aeroplanes finished. Getting new models flown.
I think we need to get the other Stomp flying as well.
Yes. So we do have the second Stomp to get flying, which again wouldn't take much work. It's just a case of doing it. What I was going to say is I'm looking forward to getting more kits available to people. We've had a bit of a run recently. I'm guessing it's the time of year people are looking at building stuff. Christmas presents maybe. So we need to get stock back up again. I want to get the ACs available, I want to get the Starjets available. Once I've got Starjets available, we could potentially look at the Aggressor because it's the same wing basically. And we've also got a few other things that we're looking at doing kit wise. We've got a couple of our own designs that we're looking at. Again, they're just fag packet designs just now and ideas and concepts. But yeah, there's lots of things going on, trying to keep ourselves busy. Always seem to be tidying up this place.
Yep.
I don't know quite how we managed to do what we're doing here. I'm looking around just now and there's crap everywhere.
I think one of the main things we're going to need to do is figure out where we're going to put all these helicopters.
Yes, we do need to find some helicopter storage. We need to rearrange a lot of things in here, I think.
I had a thought the other day is move a load of those wings to somewhere else because there's a fair few wings here that don't get flown, so they could get put up out the way.
Yeah.
Like slope soaring wings, trainer wings, foamy acrobat wing. Doesn't have a receiver and it's something wrong with it, I can't remember what. But even like the two wings at the bottom that never get flown could get put up out the way and have wings from there put over there. So you could have helicopters like that.
Yeah, there's lots of things we could do. But it does mean having a total reorganisation of stuff.
Yeah.
And a proper good sort out. Which again, takes time.
Just because we are going to need to think about helicopter storage because they're dotted everywhere.
Yeah. Yes. No, we do need to have a think about that. If there's any models, what I would say, if there's any models that you guys have seen and you're relatively local, if you've seen them hung up, and you think, oh, what's that? Or is that for sale? Ask. Because
I can guarantee you it is.
Everything in this garage is for sale for the right price. Some have lower prices than others. But we do need to have a bit of a thin out. I mean, there's things that I can think of straight away that I would happily have a thin out with, just to generate some space more than anything. So, yeah, I feel as I'm waffling on a little bit now. Is there anything else you can think of that I haven't mentioned about this year? I can't think of anything else that... Oh, we've got some diesel now, so the other thing we're going to be seeing about doing is some control line flying.
Yep.
And possibly even some control line building.
Yep.
Because you fancy doing some of that. We picked up a couple of control line wings. There's one over there, which we could possibly get flying sooner rather than later. Which always makes for good fun. But I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover about this year. As I said, if you've got any questions that you want to ask us, just stick it in the comments below. We'll do our best to answer them. If you're unsure what kits we're talking about, go and check out the website, njrmodelling.co.uk. We're also slowly building up a stockpile of accessories to go with the kits and support the kits. What are you going to say there?
Fun fighters.
Yes, fun fighters.
Moving on.
What about them?
They need to be done.
Yes, the fun fighters need to be done as well. time priority has been a problem.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of things that have taken more priority than being out here doing anything modelling. And then when there has been something allowing time to be out here, I can't remember what's needing done. That's been the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I think we're going to sign off for just now. This video's probably been on long enough. All the videos, all the models and things I've mentioned about should be up in the corner to go and check it out. If you have enjoyed this channel, if you have enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you found this channel for the first time with this video, consider giving us a subscribe at the bottom. Tick the bell and whatnot for notifications when we put a new video up. But from myself and Ewan here in the workshop, and from 2024, we'll see you next time.
Bye.